Now, here's your first alert weather forecast with meteorologist Henry Groff.
Well, to put it simply, as we continue to go through your afternoon, it's just going to continue to rain, and it is going to be a cold rain at that as well. Right now you can see those drops falling from the sky as we take a look at the Jandil sky cam. But of course, you don't know what it feels like until you see those temperatures. And across the region, we're just stuck in those upper 30s. Personally, for me, if we're going to deal with temperatures like this, can we just drop it 6 to 7 degrees further down so we can get some snow here? That would be a whole lot better than a cold rain. But this is what we're going to be dealing with right now. And as we continue through the afternoon, we'll also deal with those pockets of heavier rain also making its way through. And we'll also see that persisting throughout the afternoon and into the evening commute as our system continues to move off towards the east. Now, any of that wintry mix, that's going to stay well towards the north, so don't expect any snow or even freezing rain out of this really anytime soon. So as we look at Futurecast, you'll see those heavy pockets of rain sticking around even when you're heading home. You'll want to be careful for that because there'll also be that pocket of even ponding on the roadways, causing those slick conditions. Now, once we get into tonight, the rain still continues, but once we get to around midnight, all of that should be moving out of the way. Then we'll be drying out into Wednesday and Thursday. But to be honest, with a lot of cloud cover still around tomorrow, with how much rain we're expected to pick up, with some spots up to an inch of rain in total, it is going to take some time to dry out. And if you're going to try to rake up any leaves anytime soon, you may have to wait until Thursday to get that done. But at least for your Wednesday and Thursday, it is going to be dry. But you can see, looking ahead, we're still going to be stuck with all of that cloud cover. And then more rain is on the way, moving into Friday. And yes, into Saturday. So overall, we'll continue to look at a damp week continuing into the weekend before we get into Sunday, where we should see some widespread sunshine making a comeback. But at least it won't be too cold. We'll see a warming trend continue into the second half of the week with the low 60s coming back by Friday, and then not much in the way of any changes into the weekend and into the start of next week. So highs today only getting up into the low 40s with the rain continuing. Heading into tonight, again, by midnight, all of that should be moving out of the way. But don't expect temperatures to move around too much tomorrow morning. We'll still be into those low 40s, but we'll get that warm up for tomorrow. Highs into the mid 50s and continuing on our way to the low 60s by Friday. But more rain is on the way there. Overnight lows also increasing as well, but we'll send those back to the upper 30s heading into the weekend and the start of next week. But Emma Grace, like I said earlier, if only we were sitting in the low 30s, rather have this as snow than a cold rain.
I would not rather have this as snow. I hate driving in snow, and that would make me irritated.
I guess that's true, but if we're going to deal with cold, wet weather, it has to be snow.
I disagree.
Not this.
I disagree. And